Wow. The energy of this collective is so electric, so subtle, but powerful. Okay, Spirit is giving me the saying, if a branch fell in the woods, did anybody hear it? It's something like that. Like, does it count? Did anybody hear it? Is Spirit wanting me to bring light to this situation? They want you to know that what you just overcame, what you just faced, did not go unnoticed. This is a very emotional message. This did not go unnoticed. I heard you. Spirit heard you. When there was no one around, you executed differently. And I know it doesn't feel like you won because of the amount of times you have been tested. I know it doesn't feel like it. They're giving me Big Sean. I don't get mad. I don't react. I just relax. You chose to relax. You chose to let God handle it. You may have felt like you were biting your tongue, but you knew. And you remained obedient. And for those reasons, it's like you knew. This could be the first time where you were aware of the test as the test was in session. A lot of times you'll realize, oh, this is how I should have reacted to this, or this is how I should have went about this. But you had the awareness from the moment it began. And this time, it wasn't about you passing it. It was about seeing how you navigate when there's time on the clock. How you navigate the test, the exam, when there's pressure involved. Spirit knew you were going to pass. And the reason you passed is because you knew. They're bringing me to the crown chakra, right? At the highest vibration of the crown chakra, that means unity, that means oneness, consciousness. So you looked at the situation like, oh, you're me. You're me from the past that's hurting, that's struggling. So you didn't get offended. You did not internalize it because you knew Spirit was using the both of you to show you something. And you knew, because this isn't the first time God used you to humble somebody. It's not the first time you've been in the hot seat. It's not the first time you walked through the fire. You knew, okay, God, and you surrendered. You said, use me. It didn't feel good. Why do I have to be, you know what I'm saying? You've been on the up and up. You've been focusing on your journey. Because you've integrated other lessons and because you've realized you looked at this for what it was. You have something coming in for you. There's something opening up here. There's something opening up. While this other person, I'm hearing betrayal. While this other person is having to repeat a cycle, to repeat the lesson, you're moving on to the next thing. Okay, Leo could be significant. Like I said, this may not have felt like something that you want. You could have dealt with psychic energy. You could have dealt with evil eye. But this is growth. Because you're like, oh, everything I attract is me at the end of the day. It's either a past me, a future me, or me that is near my resonance. And you saw it so early. You saw it so early. And so yes, Spirit wants you to know. They heard that pin drop. They heard that branch in the middle of the woods. And again, there's this feeling like no one knows about this. No one knows what you just endured. And you carry on like it's cool. Yeah, I'm hearing like, please God. Because the disrespect was at an all-time high. The narcissism was at an all-time high. You're going to see why. You're going to see why this was necessary. Okay, you could be an earth sign. You're going to see why. Because where you're going to be balanced. The sun and the moon. You're going to have a balance within your duality. You will no longer absorb the madness. You will be able to glide through these manifestations, through this new vortex, attracting what you do want rather than what you don't, without absorbing the madness. Deep breaths. Okay, your body could still be processing this information, like I said. Yeah, it's like you were the first kid to turn in your paper. And now there's this boredom, like, okay, now I gotta wait for the whole class to finish. But in actuality, yeah, maybe graduation could be significant. You could be graduating, literally. All right, this year, you could also be going back to school. Tell me what's the truth surrounding this boredom. Because I feel like, you know what? I feel like the sun feels like a surprise, okay? You're a soul that has attracted so many broken people. Never met with the same fullness of all that you are. That's changing. That's changing. Put on your best fit. Do something sweet for yourself. You gotta celebrate. I know it feels shitty, but you gotta do something to commemorate this, because again, this is true growth. It is because of this moment that you won't fuck up your money. It's because of this moment that you won't embarrass yourself with PR. It's because of this moment that you will always land on your feet, much like a cat. This is character building. And it's really character building for what you asked for. The Holy Trinity. I know she looks like Trinity. Spirit's got a surprise for you with your name on it, because you've walked through the valley of the shadow of death. Maybe that saying is prominent for you, but you've walked through it too many times to count. Now you're going to be taking the scenic route. Now you're going to be enjoying yourself, enjoying the ride. Let them throw a temper tantrum. Let them adjust to your adjustments, because really, people have to adjust. There's a new sheriff in town. You're moving. 6 of Swords, you're moving. Houston could be significant. New York, okay. I'm also here in Chicago. My heart goes out to the African Americans in Chicago. Okay, you could be shifting into something that is very humanitarian. Okay, doing charitable work. Shaken, not stirred. This is part of the surprise. I'm telling you, you have no clue. This is probably what you're feeling right now. Purging the weight of other people's spiritual neglect. You're not even going to be thinking about this. That's how good it is. You're not even going to be thinking about this. I pray that this message finds you in the right time, in the right moment, in the right space. Continue to extend the grace and kindness to yourself, because you deserve it. All right, if you need a personal, you know where to find me. Check the links in my description, and I'll see you in the next message.